Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
No need need to be afraid of all those upcoming holiday expenses. Oahe Federal Credit Union's holiday loan special is back. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where we treat you like you own the place, because you do.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
To get together much at all. What Coach Gardner is going to be thankful for, I believe, and what he'll be hinging his trust in is the seniors that he's got on the floor. He's got some guys who can just as well coach the game on the floor as well as Gardner can from the bench, and that's kind of what he's looking forward to. That's where they'll have a decided advantage in this game, whereas Stanley County will hopefully, for their sake, use their depth to maybe wear down Winter. And as Coach Bolt said, stay close as long as you can, and we'll see if the Buffaloes have a chance when this one comes to an end. Let's get into starting lineups in this one. Starters are brought to you by our friends at Montana Dakota Utilities in Pierre, in the community to serve. Here are some of the seniors in addition to the starting five of the Winter Warriors, starting with Chaz Blotsky, the 5'11 senior. He is actually listed as a forward. The one guy to watch is Blake Ballmer, a 6'3" guard, leading scorer in this team, and a returning all-stater as well. Another guard is Aiden Barfus. He's a physical player off the bench, in that starting lineup, a 6-foot junior. Also, another forward, Ethan Bartles, a 6'3" senior. Big guy in the middle, Sean Hammerbeck, a 6'7" sophomore, will play the post for the Winter Warriors. It's Ballmer, Blotsky, Barfus, Bartles, and Hammerbeck, the starting five. Ryder Halligan, Pierce Nelson, Norman Chasinghawk. Some names will get in there off the bench for the Winter Warriors. 1-0 on the season. Head coached by Brett Gardner, assisted by Trent Olson. Their opponent, the Stanley County Buffaloes, will go this way, as they'll be led by Brock Zabe, a 6'3" junior, starting at a forward spot. The guards will include Caden Montana, the 6-foot sophomore. Blaze Frost is a 5'10" sophomore guard. Wyatt Mortensen, a 5'11" sophomore guard. And the big guy in their middle is Nate Nelson, a 6'4" senior in the post, with Montana, Zabe, Frost, Mortensen, and Nelson. And the Buffaloes will funnel in five at a time. Look for guys like Paxton Deal and Brendan Bothwell and Hugh Bourne, Noah Baldwin, Weston Prince, among others, coming in off the bench for the 1-1 Stanley County Buffaloes. Their head coach, Max Foth, in his 8th year running the show, 9th year overall at Stanley County, assisted by former Buffaloes Joey Fisher and Damon Hofteaser. Starting lineups brought to you by MDU. We'll hear from them, and we'll hear from the South Dakota Attorney General's office. We're tipping it off after a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to the Stanley County and Winter doubleheader, KGFX and DRGnews.com.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is 4th generation family owned and operated.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup? Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out their great selection in the meat, deli, and produce department and hardware, as well as the rest of the store. The freshest and best quality in the area. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Lynn's Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests too. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Thrifty, local, and convenient.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. 1060 KGFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276GT. 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. Leave sooner, drive slower, live longer.
Welcome back to Parkview Gym. We are underway just in time for an 8 o'clock start. Stanley County will steal the opening possession, taking it away from the Winter Warriors. Winner in road purple after controlling the opening tip, sponsored by Lynn's Dakota Mart stores in Fort Pierre and Pierre. Here's Brock Zabe, top of the key, first possession for the Buffaloes. And a good Thursday evening once again. I'm Brian Oakman with play-by-play, setting in for David Burrell here at Parkview Gym tonight. Winner will take one back themselves. Chaz Blotsky with a steal as they work it around, and now Aiden Barfus feeding underneath. Sean Hammerbeck, strong move. The 6'7" sophomore gets one in over the top of Nate Nelson, and the Warriors will strike first in a 2-0 lead. Opening tip again sponsored by Lynn's Dakota Mart. Here's Zabe, who was cutting through, and he ends up on the floor, tripping over somebody, but no foul going to be called here as the Caden Montana pass will trickle out of bounds. 2 possessions and 2 turnovers here so far for the Buffaloes. Once again, our game officials, our law on the court tonight. Brandon Solik, Davis Grooms, and Melby Kirky doing the honors. Thanks to them once again for doing what is oftentimes a thankless job in officiating high school sports. And a whistle here, but an official's play stoppage as Winner will keep the possession. From half court, Chaz Blotsky to inbound. Watch 24, Blake Vollmer. He'll take the inbound here. One of the better players in Class A in South Dakota. Not only on the basketball court, but on the football field as well. Stanley County almost got a steal, but they keep it alive. They get it to Hammerbeck in the corner. He fires a 3. Might have been a little out of his range, but Stanley County unable to keep it alive under the basket. And it'll still be Winter basketball. They'll have to watch the shot clock, though. That shot didn't draw iron. And the clock is down to 12. They won't need that as they feed inside to Ethan Bartles. The feed from Blake Vollmer, and Bartles will put the layup up and in. Winter starts with a 4-0 lead. Zabe on the right side, keeping it away from Winter's defense. Buffaloes will work it around. Here's a 3-pointer shot up from the left side, and Wyatt Mortensen. It was online, but it would not go. Palmer down with a rebound, and now Montana going to looking for a steal, but couldn't collect it. And here come the subs for Stanley County. The first one bringing Nate Nelson off, and Noah Baldwin, a 6'1" sophomore, checking in. Blaze Frost also checking out in place of Weston Prince, the 5'9" freshman for Stanley County. 2 minutes in, we're just underway. 4-0 Winner, and the Warriors on the possession. Blotsky up top. This is Aiden Barfus firing a 3. That's no good, and Prince will let it go out of bounds in the corner off of the ricochet. Barfus missed that one off the left side of the rim. 5:49 to go, quarter number 1. And again, one of the stories here, I especially think for Winter Warrior fans, is just to see what the Warriors have. How much rust do they have? They just haven't been able to spend a lot of time on the court. Certainly not in game situations, but not even in practice in the last 3 weeks. Here's Montana. He'll get tied up by Blake Vollmer. A good cross between the legs dribble by Montana, and I don't know that Vollmer was ready for that. Blake called for his first personal foul, first team foul for Winter, first foul for either team in this game, in fact. Weston Prince to inbound from the Warrior bench. He finds Montana in the corner, lobs it to Brock Zabe, but Sean Hammerbeck will alter the shot. Zabe comes up short, Hammerbeck down with the rebound. So the Winter offense in business. Hammerbeck high off the glass, no good. And the Buffaloes, after a couple of tips of the loose ball, come down with it. Wyatt Mortensen with the rebound. Set up by Montana. Tried to send it to the high post to Baldwin, who may have been pushed because he seemed to got to the ball very quickly. Hammerbeck is going to foul, however. Montana driving. Caden tries to put up the layup, no good, but too much of the body for Hammerbeck. He raises his hand to admit the infraction, and now Montana to shoot a pair. First one for Caden Montana. Rattles in and out and finds its way back home. Stanley County is on the board. Their first point. Wyatt Mortensen checking out Buffaloes get smaller here with Brendan Bothwell, a 5'6" freshman. But watch him. He'll be probably the quickest of the 10 players on the floor. Second one for Montana. 2 bounces off the back of the rim, but it will not fall. Bartles collects the rebound, and Winter leads 4-1. Vollmer, good hesitation. He drives left side. Pick up the foul. The shot is good, and Blake Vollmer with a chance at a 3-point play. Stanley County will pick up their first foul as a team, and it is Bothwell who just checked in. Vollmer had a little shake and bake on the top of the key. Faked right, drove left. He put it up and in from the left side. Took the bump from Bothwell and has a chance at a free extra point here. Here's Nelson, 5'10" senior, on for Winter in the meantime. Vollmer short on the free throw. Montana streaks in to block out the shooter. Takes the rebound. The Warriors lead 6-1. 4:45 to go. Just underway. Second half of our doubleheader. Here's Bothwell up top to Zabe. Brock Zabe looks right. Crosses between the legs a couple of times. Now leads up ahead to Montana. Down low. Back to Zabe. Nobody home. Bothwell will run it down in the backcourt, but that'll be a backcourt violation. Third turnover here for the Buffaloes in quarter number 1. Miscommunication. Or zigging, not zagging. If you're the Buffaloes, here Montana will check out for the first time, and we see Hugh Bourne, the 6'2" freshman, on for the first time as well. And Noah Baldwin also out in place of Paxton Deal, talented 5'9" freshman. 6-1. Winter with the lead by 5 with a basketball as well. To the base of the drive. Pull-up jumper. No good for Blake Vollmer. Down with the rebound was Zabe, but he loses it at half court. And Vollmer driving left side. Shot up no good, but he'll go to the free throw line. This is Bourne in the area. We'll see if he picks up the foul here. Nope. Somebody in a single-digit uniform. And that is going to be Zabe with his first personal. Team foul number 2. Vollmer to shoot a pair. Missed on one a moment ago, but he gets one here. The first of 2. That's his third point. With another one pending. Clock stops. 4:08 to play. Quarter number 1. Second free throw is in and out. No good. Vollmer just 1 out of 3. Zabe was down with the rebound. So here come the Buffs. Down to Bourne off the left block. Back to Weston Prince. Now up top, open 3, look for Zabe, and it's good. Paxton Neal with the assist. Brock Zabe hits the 3, whistle, and a timeout called here right away by Max Foth with 3:52 to play in the first quarter. We'll pause for 30 seconds. This is an Agtegra timeout on the floor. And in our broadcast, it's 7-4 Winter early on KGFX.
Acres Ahead is back with Agtegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local Agtegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Agtegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Report. Good shot from Brock Zabe to cut a 6-point deficit in half. 7-4 Winter early on, just past the halfway point of quarter number 1. Agtegra with the timeout, reminding you Acres Ahead. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Winter out of the play stoppage. Setting it up, got a floater off the glass and good. Nice shot, Chaz Blotsky kissing it off the glass from just in front of the free throw line. That's how I play them at Chuck E. Cheese. I like to see it when guys use the square from in front of the basket. Brock Zabe working hard against Aiden Barfus, challenging him. Barfus blocks the shot, but gets a little bit of the forearm as well, and Zabe will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair with 3:22 to play. Should also mention Winter driving. Cause for a reminder to buckle up, and remember that snow means slow. Slow down and drive for conditions. A reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Zabe hit a 3 a moment ago. Can't get the first free throw here, though. That one rims in and out, no good. He'll try another. Aiden Barfus with the first personal for his night. Team foul number 3 for the Warriors. Bothwell and Blaze Frost are back in between free throws. Zabe will hit the second one, point number 4. That's the difference right now. Winner has a 9-5 advantage. Warriors with Ryder Halligan, a 5'9" fresh sophomore on for the first time. They get it ahead inside, then kick it out for 3, and it's Ethan Bartles. On the feed from Pierce Nelson. Bartles with 5 now, 12-5. Warriors in front. Montana splits defenders, and one of them with a little forearm shiver. Whether it be Bartles or Halligan, it'll be Ryder Halligan with his first personal. Winner with 4 as a team. Zabe will take the inbound, give it right back to Montana. Spin on the pivot, and then he'll feed underneath. Nice pass and a good finish for Brock Zabe. Stanley County with another bucket, 12-7, back within 5, providing pressure. Winner breaks. They'll fire 3 from the left corner. But the rebound tipped and collected by Montana. The miss by Norman Chasing Hawk. Buffalo's underneath. Bothwell can't get a layup, however. Ballmer down with the rebound. 5-point winner advantage here. Still quarter number 1. Halligan down to the block to Bartles to the cutter. Ballmer cleanly blocked. Zabe comes away with it off of the miss, but now Winner will get it back. Zabe lost a handle on it, and there was Pierce Nelson to contribute to the 5th turnover for the Buffaloes here in the first 6 minutes of the game. Underneath. Nice pass, and Vollmer will score with the bunny on the right side. 7-point advantage. 14-7 here early on in favor of the Warriors. And another foul on the floor here. Caden Montana showing his promise here to be a pretty good point guard, just a sophomore. And again, the Buffaloes are going to be overmatched in this game. There's no doubt about that. Even Max Foth was pretty admitting of that in our pregame conversation. And the biggest difference between these two teams is the experience. Certainly there's a size advantage, and some of that will come with age. There are a lot of freshmen and sophomores for Stanley County on the floor, and a lot of small guys, albeit very quick players on the floor, including Brendan Bothwell, and now Paxton Deal, who is back in there as well. Cash Richardson, a 5'8" freshman, is on for the first time tonight as well. Here's Bothwell, top of the key, tried to split defenders, but Vollmer was standing in his way. Now Hammerbeck comes up with a loose ball, ties up with Q Bourne. And a held ball leaves it in the Stanley County possession. Missed a foul a little while ago. Ryder Halligan has a second one up on the board. The inbound comes up to Paxton Deal. And Paxton reins in a 3. Left side, top of the key. 14-10. Stanley County hanging around so far here in the first. Warriors break the press. Barfus misses. Backside offensive rebound for Hammerbeck. He'll put it back home. And a foul called on the Buffaloes here is Sean Hammerbeck, a 6'7" sophomore. Will go to the free throw line. He is fouled in the act by Cash Richardson. Puts the Warrior lead back up to 6. It's 16-10. Minute 5 to play, quarter number 1. Free throw for Hammerbeck is off the front of the rim. Bartles keeps it alive at the offensive board. No good. There's Vollmer on the backside, though. He will put it back and score. On the putback, and Blake Vollmer with the good play there. Turns into a 4-point play, essentially, for Winner instead of a 3-point play. 18-10, they lead. Right wing with it, Bothwell. Back up to Deal. He'll give it to Weston Prince. He'll fire 3, but that went off the mark. No good. Down to the corner. Run down by the Warriors. But now Deal with the steal. And the floater up, no good. Bourne tried to put it back. He can't get it to go. The Stanley County fans really getting into this one. Barfus splits defenders. He can't get one to go. Deal. Or rather, Vollmer comes down with it. He'll throw it off of the body of Weston Prince, and Winter will get to keep it. Well, I tell you what, the play in this one really picking up of late. Axton Deal made a nice play, just couldn't get the finish for the Buffs, unfortunately. Winter's got 17 seconds to try to put one down here. Can play for the last shot if they want to. Leading 18-10. There's a pull-up jumper, much too strong from 16 feet out on the right side. The miss for Chasing Hawk. Buffs down with the rebound. Deal crosses over. 3-2-1. Pushes a three up. No good. He gets put to the floor, and fans want a foul. They're not going to get it. Boy, they're going to get loud all night long, apparently. But our first quarter comes to an end. On the Wagner-Auto scoreboard, it is Winter 18, Stanley County 10. Wagner-Auto appears the one place to go, and we'll pause for 60 seconds. Quarter number 2 coming up. You're listening to Stanley County High School Basketball on 1060 KGFX and DRGnews.com.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Welcome back to Parkview Gym in Fort Pierre. Game number 2 of the doubleheader. Winter had an easy win, and the girls have 52-15 over Stanley County. Here, an exciting first quarter of play, but the Warriors lead the Buffaloes 18-10. Brian Oakland, glad to have you with us here on a Thursday night. Warriors will send it out to Blake Vollmer. He'll fire a three, but miss on the right side. Caden Montana down with the rebound. Warriors hit 8 of 17 efforts on the floor in that first quarter of play. Stanley County just 3 out of 8. Trailing by 8 here, but they've got their first possession of the second half. A Blaze Frost lob stolen by Ethan Bartles, intended for Brock Zabe. Bartles still with it, will drive left side, comes up a little bit short, and the Buffaloes showing the presence. Hammerback going for a rebound, but will put one of the Buffalo players down hard, out of bounds, underneath the basket. And that is number 10, Blaze Frost, who squirms his way and gets helped up by strength coach Sam Nas, a former Winter Warrior himself, now working in the Stanley County program. Hammerback going for that rebound, though. Called for his second personal foul. Brock Zabel inbound. Brendan Bothwell to Zabe, up ahead to Montana. Now it's Weston Prince as he challenges. Hammerback wins this battle. If you're 5'9", going up against 6'7", you can't get in among the trees and expect to make a layup very often. Hammerback with the blocked shot. Winter comes out of there with it. Here's Barfus inside to Hammerback. That's how you deal with 6'7". You come from behind and get a steal. If you're Caden Montana, Stanley County gets the ball underneath. Max Foth screams for a timeout, and he'll get it with 6:44 to play second quarter. First quarter score still intact. 18-10 Warriors. Will take a 30-second break with a timeout sponsored by your local Agtegra Cooperative, and we're back with more high school basketball on KGFX.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life, with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Well, a timeout to save a possession for the Buffaloes, but the second timeout already used by Max Foth here in the first half. Welcome back to Parkview. It's 18-10. Winner pressing out of the break. And in the backcourt, they get a steal, a Blake Vollmer tip. Warriors pick it up. Working it up top. Vollmer drives left side. He'll lay it up and in. Stanley County opened it up on that left side of the lane, and Blake Vollmer with a 9-point start to this one. Winner with their first double-digit lead. First basket of the second period. Here's Zabe backing in. Good strong pivot move, but Barfus was there, and there's too much of the back shoulder. Brock Zabe called for his second personal, this one of the offensive variety. Good call there. Brandon Solik right on top of it. Wyatt Mortensen out. Brendan Bothwell back in. He'll try to play some water bug defense in the backcourt, but Winner will push it up ahead, and a high pass hauled in by Vollmer. Penetration. Kick out. Barfus for three. Crosses the rim. No good. And Zabe will get in there and take the rebound. This from the corner there. Winner so far just 1 out of 6 from long distance. Stanley County not losing it out of bounds. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chaz Blotsky and the Warriors. Caden Montana and Brock Zabe, maybe the two top players in the Buffalo program, coming out here. Cash Richardson back on, and joined by Paxton Deal. This is Richardson taking the inbound from Prince. Back to Prince out on the perimeter. Deal fakes a three, stops, yields to Bothwell. Here's Nate Nelson down to the baseline, trying to work his way in, but he'll drag the pivot foot, and that'll be a turnover. So the Warriors will take it back once again. 5:39 to play. We're in the second quarter. Only a 2-pointer down for Winner so far here in the second period. It was 18-10 at the end of one. We're 2.5 minutes in to the second stanza. Here's Barfus finding Hammerback underneath. He'll feed it back to Blotsky. No good. Loose basketball picked up by Richardson, and the Buffaloes come out of there with it. Good hustle play there. Well, one of the other Buffaloes who kept that alive off of the miss. Here's Bothwell over to Prince, looking to drive, and a jump step to get by Hammerbeck, but he lost it going up. He only had half a handle on it, but the Buffaloes pick it up, and a shot from the free throw line for Deal will not go. Now Winner back with it, up ahead to Barfus. Tried to dipsy-do, couldn't get that one to go. Couldn't hang in the air long enough to get a good shot up. And then it's Buffalo basketball again, still trailing 20-10. There's been a lot of action, but not a lot of scoring so far here in quarter number 2. Here's Deal driving off of the right elbow. Shot up, no good. It was a good look, but it would not fall. Vollmer is down with a rebound. Blake still with it, and he'll bounce it down to the block to Barfus on the cut to Hammerbeck. Nice pass and a good finish in transition. Sean Hammerbeck with 6. 22-10. Winner leads here. Coming to the halfway point, and a quick first step, too quick for Cash Richardson. That's a travel. Turnover number 10 for Stanley County. Warrior basketball. The Buffaloes will still defend in the backcourt, as Ethan Bartles will throw in. Throw a baseball pass across the court to the near side. Vollmer. Some nifty ball handling, challenging two Buffaloes, but Brock Zabe will affect it enough and come down with a rebound off of the miss. And Vollmer not happy with that effort. Thought he had something working. 3:54 to play here, quarter number 2. Stanley County still looking for something positive. to put on the scoreboard here. Montana back in there. He'll take the inbound. Quick feedback underneath looking for Zabe, but Bartles knocks it away out of bounds. The inbound coming off the left side of the key for Stanley County. Bothwell got open early, but Deal didn't look to him. And gets it out on top instead to Caden Montana. Here is Zabe. Back to Montana again. Watch the shot clock down to 10. Montana fakes a move. Now Bothwell to Zabe. Tried to challenge Bartles. Nowhere to go. Bothwell had to throw one up. This one will be blocked by Barfus out of bounds with 1 second on the 35-second shot clock. Stanley County is going to have to get an inbound and a quick fire. Hammerbeck was out, but coming back in now, Bartles will check out. Brennan Bothwell looks to inbound. Up top, Montana pushes it up there quickly. And, oh, my. Well, I tell you what, that is a quick 1 second. I'll be honest with you. I thought Montana should have had plenty of time to catch and shoot, but they called the shot clock violation. And it just sounded like the buzzer came too quickly. I think somebody was a little quick on the shot clock draw, so to speak there. Montana missed the shot up off the backboard anyway. Here's Barfus. Tough battle to get it across the timeline, but he does. Now a kick out looking for 3, but no good. A miss for Carter Craven, who is a 6'1", 8th grader. Buffs down with the rebound, and now bodies on the floor and a scrum looking for possession of a basketball. Possession arrow will stay with Stanley County. Blaze Frost involved. Stanley County will have to try to set something up once again. And again, it's Bothwell looking to inbound. Lobbing it up top. Good tip. Good smart play there by Frost as he tips it into the direction of Caden Montana. 5 minutes into the second quarter, Stanley County still has not scored in this second period. Montana backing off. Barfus stays with him defensively, gets the steal, and he'll get a breakaway layup. Aiden Barfus. 5th shot attempt, his first one that falls here tonight. 24-10. 6-0 advantage in the second period. Barfus falls down, but he continues to play good, tight defense on Caden Montana. Now he's looking for another steal, and he has it. Barfus against Zabe. Good no call there. Barfus will get another layup. He instigated the contact himself, and now it's Brett Gardner asking for a timeout. He'll take 30. We'll take it with him. Agtegra providing timeouts, reminding us Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. All winner at this point, 26-10 our score. Second period, back in 30. This is Buffalo basketball on KGFX.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Well, winner, just a little more energy so far for the always energetic Stanley County Buffaloes. Warriors winning the battle so far. Can't get an inbound in. Weston Prince's lob pass is taken away by Ethan Bartles. And the Warriors will continue to try to add to a 26-10 lead on the drive. Shot is up and good. Nice drive for Ryder Halligan, who was fouled from behind by Paxton Deal. I believe it was Deal, 1-1. There it is. And Halligan gets the 2 and a chance at one more as Deal picks up his first personal foul. Team foul number 5 for Stanley County. 2:03 to play as the clock stops here in the second quarter. Winner now running off 10 in a row here in the quarter. Can't get the 11th one. The free throw no good, but Ethan Bartles with an offensive rebound. Now they get it to Hammerbeck. He sidesteps the defender, Q Bourne, and somehow puts it up and in. Deal on the move. Dipsy-do with the left hand. Almost goes, but he'll pick up a foul, and Paxton will go to the free throw line. Buff's trying to beat the Warriors up the court. Third personal up on the board, and this is going to Ryder Halligan. So he has 3, some first half foul trouble for one of the bench players for the Warriors. Deal can't get a free throw to go. Stanley County still with a goose egg in the second quarter. 0 for 5 on the floor. 0 for 1 from the line. Nate Nelson back in for Stanley County. Aiden Barfus is back on as Halligan had to check out with his third personal foul for the Warriors. Norman Chasinghawk also on the floor. Deal is off the back of the rim on the second one as Barfus gets the rebound. Blake Vollmer in the backcourt. Barfus quickly ahead to Bartles, and this will be a foul called on Caden Montana going for the steal. It wasn't a lot of contact here, but Montana may have gotten Bartles on the forearm. First personal for Caden. Last to give for Stanley County. 1:37 left in the second quarter. Winner outscoring the Buffs 12-0 here in the period. Stanley County really hasn't played all that poorly. They just haven't gotten anything to fall. Pass across the lane. Bartles to Hammerbeck. Continued ball movement. Now Barfus will fire a 3 and hit. Fed by Norman Chasinghawk. Aiden Barfus, who was quiet, missing 4 shots early on, but now he's hit 3 in a row, including a couple of breakaway layups and that three-pointer. He has 7 points. It's 33-10. Prince to Deal. Montana will drive and challenge, and Barfus will foul. Aiden Barfus in particular, I saw Winter one time last year. It was when Pierre Governors went to play down in Winter, and Winter, as good as they were unbeaten at the time, but they defeated the Double-A Governors in a close ball game. And Aiden Barfus was a thorn in the side of every Governor, it seemed, that handled the ball. Montana hits a free throw, and that's news because the Buffaloes are on the board here in the second quarter. First point in the first 7 minutes of the second period. It's 33-11. Montana will try another. Barfus picking up his second personal foul, by the way, and Montana hits the second. He's 3 for 4 from the stripe, and those are his only 3 points. 33-12 our score. Buffaloes press, but Barfus finds Vollmer. Now underneath to Hammerbeck. Nelson challenges him, but Hammerbeck will put it up and in. That's the chance you take when you press a team like Winter. If they break you, then you've got a 3-on-1 or a 3-on-2. They make good on that opportunity there. Montana will drive and pick up another foul, and he'll go to the free throw line again here. Clock stops, 35-12 with 41 seconds to play. So here goes Montana. Foul this time is called on Bartles. And Montana, with the last spin of the basketball, puts the first one up and in. That might be part of the MO for the Buffaloes for much of the rest of the night. Challenge the Warriors, see if you can get some whistles in your favor. Score some points without time running off the clock, even if it is as early as the second period. Montana swishes the next one as well. 4 for 4 in a row for Caden Montana, 35-14. Vollmer across the timeline. Chasinghawk is left open, and he hits the 3. Norman Chasinghawk, the 4th. Makes it 38-14. All Warriors here. Montana loses a dribble, but he ran it down on the near side. Unfortunately, trying to get it back under control, he dribbles it on the sideline. Davis Grooms right there to see it. 10 turnovers in the quarter alone for the Buffaloes, 15 here in the first half. Their loss to Jones County last week, they committed 34 turnovers, according to Coach Max Fote. Shot clock off. We're down to 5 seconds, in fact. An underneath pass to Hammerbeck, and he comes back and gets the reverse. The feed from Ethan Bartles, and a good finish to the first half for the highly touted Class A winner Warriors. They'll take a 40-14 lead into the halftime break, a 22-4 scoring advantage in that second period for the visiting team. That's the score on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, sponsored by Wagner Auto in Pierce, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer, family-owned. They are the one place to go as we pause for 2 minutes. Halftime coming up next. The Buffaloes trail by 26 on 1060 KGFX, 103.1 FM, and online to drgnews.com.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the Central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Rosenberg Implement, your family-owned John Deere dealer, will be closed on Monday, January 2nd, so their staff can enjoy the New Year holiday with their families. Everyone at Rosenberg Implement thanks their customers for a great 2022 and are looking forward to working with you in 2023. Rosenberg Implement, your family-owned John Deere dealer since 1937.
Back at Parkview Gym, and we're halfway home here in game number 2 of our girls and boys doubleheader. Good to have you here on Thursday nights, a back-to-back-to-back day's worth, or a weekend's worth, if you will, of high school basketball. 2 games tonight for Stanley County. Got Pierre Governor girls on tap tomorrow night and Saturday afternoon as well. We'll talk more about that, but we welcome you to halftime. 40-14, Winter rolled it up in that second period. And yeah, Winter played well offensively. They really played well defensively, but it was Stanley County who just could not get shots to fall. And in fact, they didn't even take a lot of shots. They turned the ball over more often than not. 10 turnovers by the Buffaloes in that second quarter, only 5 shot attempts from the floor. They didn't make any of those. They hit 4 Caden Montana free throws, and that was all their scoring in that second period. So Stanley County, who played some spirited effort in that first quarter, trailed 18-10. But again, Winter opening it up to a 26-point advantage here at halftime. Buffalo's only shooting 3 of 13 in that first half, 2 of 4 from long range. All of those attempts came in the first quarter, hitting 6 of 10 free throws. They're led by Brock Zabe with 6 points. Caden Montana next in line with 5. Paxton Deal as a 3-pointer down. That's all the scoring for the Buffaloes in this first half. Meanwhile, Winter getting a lot of shots up, hitting 10 of 16 in the second period alone, 18 of 33 overall, and 3 for 10 from beyond the arc. Only 1 of 5 from the free throw line. That's about the only thing not going well for Winter tonight. They've got 7 players in the scoring column already. It's the big fella leading the way with 12 points. And Sean Hammerbeck, Blake Vollmer with 9 points. Along with that, Aiden Barfus with 7, all in the second period. Ethan Bartles with 5. Norman Chasinghawk hit a 3. Ryder Halligan off the bench with 2. Chaz Blotsky from the starting lineup with a bucket down as well. 40-14 our score. Both teams have pulled down 14 rebounds, but winner has a 5-2 advantage on the offensive side. I've got Vollmer with 5 rebounds to lead the way. In fact, Brock Zabe with 6 unofficially for Stanley County as well. With the Buffaloes, again, biggest number in this stat column is 15. That's the turnover ratio. In fact, 15-3. The Warriors have only given 3 possessions away, and they've got an 8-1 assist advantage as well. Vollmer with 9 points and 5 rebounds. I've got him with 3 assists in that first half also. So he's a good, well-rounded player. And taking a look at some people walking around, talk about this winter team. They're going to be playing the Pierre Governors here in 9 or 10 days. And the Governors are in attendance, maybe to do a little scouting for a future opponent here at Parkview Gym tonight. Meanwhile, it's 40-14. We'll take another 2-minute break. More from halftime coming up. We'll take a look at some other scores and action that we've got going on, and we're back with plenty more as you listen to high school basketball on KGFX and DRGnews.com.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore, Miller, and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Miller, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore, Miller, and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Parkview Gym, the place for high school basketball tonight, and on KGFX tomorrow it'll be Riggs High Gym as the Pierre Governor girls entertain the Spearfish Spartans. 7 o'clock with the tip-off. It'll be a 6:30 pregame with David Burrell on vacay. It'll be Darren Boyle calling the action here on KGFX tomorrow, and then on Saturday afternoon as well with Pierre hosting Sturgis in girls basketball on KGFX. Your official voice of the Governors is River 92.7 and KGFX stations of DRG Media Group. I'll be out west in the Northern Hills Govs at Spearfish tomorrow there on River 92.7 with a 7:30 Central Time pregame and then a 1:30 Central Time pregame on Saturday afternoon and a 2 o'clock Central Time tip-off. Upcoming action for these two teams for Stanley County. Once again, a doubleheader at Harriet-Selby area tomorrow. As then also on Tuesday, they'll be back home, both girls and boys, hosting Highmore Herald in a doubleheader. That's our next Stanley County broadcast here on KGFX. That'll be on Tuesday. Both teams will go to McLaughlin to take on the Mustangs a week from tonight. And while the Buffalo girls go to Redfield to play Aberdeen Christian Saturday of next weekend, the Buffalo boys will have a Monday night makeup against the Phillip Scotties. In fact, that'll be a makeup of that Scotty-Phillip doubleheader. on Monday night, January 9th. I don't know if we've made plans to get that back on the air, but we are open that night. So I would imagine once David Burrell is back in action, he may put that doubleheader back on KGFX. And, of course, for Stanley County boys basketball, we'll look forward to another edition of the annual Jones County Invitational Tournament, which will be once again heard in its entirety on KPLO-FM. For the Winter Warriors, they'll be in action on Saturday afternoon, New Year's Eve basketball, hosting the Sully Buttes Chargers at 1:30. And then they have that doubleheader with Chamberlain on Tuesday. They'll play Custer next Saturday in Mitchell at the Sacred Hoops Classic. And then, again, for Winter Warrior fans, you can see them and or hear it on River 92.7 when they come to Pierre to take on the AA Governors. Pierre is off to a 3-0 start, so that'll be a good one. They have a pretty good feeling Winter might be unbeaten at that time as well. Getting ready to go to the second half here at Parkview Gym in Fort Pierre. It's Winter 40, Stanley County 14. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Brian Menning on camera for Live Ticket. His boss, Jody Brozick, took a wonderful picture of the two radio announcers here tonight, put it on Facebook, and I'm saying that with a whole lot of sarcasm as far as the guy with the purple shirt is concerned. Winter has the starting possession of the second half. Second half throw in like the opening tip, sponsored by Lynn's Dakota Mart with stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Aiden Barfus giving to Blake Vollmer. Vollmer going up with a shot blocked by Caden Montana, but a loose ball picked up by the Warriors, and Sean Hammerbeck from the top of the key feeds down underneath. Vollmer still waiting for a scoring opportunity, and he's got it. He's into double figures with 11 points. 42 to 14. Caden Montana will hesitate and drive and score with the finger roll. First field goal for the Buffaloes since the first quarter. Here we are, first minute of the third. Barfus down to Hammerbeck in the corner, back to Aiden Barfus out there with Ethan Bartles, who will fire a three here. Hammerbeck over the top of Nathaniel Nelson, going to be called for a rebounding foul. He went straight up. It looked like he had a clean rebound, but I think leaning over the backside of Nelson just a little too much. And it'll be Stanley County basketball. First foul called for either team in the second half. But that's Hammerbeck's third personal. Now Bartles will tip and steal a Stanley County pass. So Hammerbeck in a little bit of foul trouble. Here's a loose ball, mishandled perhaps by Vollmer. Picked up by the Buffaloes and Montana, right to left across the timeline. For the Buffaloes, it's Montana with Nelson in the post. And it's going to be a backcourt violation. We'll say Montana loses his balance. No bump from Sean Hammerbeck. That'll go as a turnover. Montana, Nelson, Wyatt Mortensen, Blaze Frost, and Brock Zabe, the starting five out there for the Buffaloes. Here's Chaz Blotsky with Aiden Barfus, Ethan Bartles. Now Blake Vollmer, Sean Hammerbeck, the starting five in there for the Warriors. Nice drive. Vollmer with the finish. One thing about that one with Vollmer, just kind of saw Caden Montana with good body control on his finger roll layup, but Vollmer does that in a lot more traffic. And now it's the takeaway here for Bartles, picking the pocket. Hammerbeck up, and he'll throw it down. Hanging on the rim. Well, you're going to get called for that. Not in this game, apparently, but Sean Hammerbeck at 6'7" gets up and throws one down. There's a 30-point lead now for the Warriors here in the second half. So mercy rule scoring will be in effect as Mortensen spins in between defenders, and it's Hammerbeck who's going to pick up his fourth personal foul. And now that the clock would normally stop on the whistle, here with the 30-point mercy rule scoring, as Wyatt Mortensen attempts two, they will stop the clock for free throws here. Mortensen, no scoring in the first quarter, first half. 0 for 1 on the floor tonight. Misses the first of two here. See if Hammerbeck checks out. He will. In fact, Coach Gardy going to go on a 5-for-5 swap. Zach Olson, a 5'6" freshman, checking in for the first time. He's joined by Norman Chasinghawk, Ryder Halligan, Pierce Nelson, who have all played. Mortensen will get his first point, putting the second free throw down. Updated score 46-17. Caden Montana steals the inbound pass, drives, and picks up a foul on Halligan. And now Caden Montana will go to the free throw line. Blake Vollmer getting set to check back in. After a brief hiatus, as Halligan now has his fourth personal foul. That's one thing about the Buffaloes. They may not be scoring a lot in this game, but they are drawing fouls and contact as Montana hits the first of two. Halligan out. Blake Vollmer will come in and provide the leadership on the floor again for the Warriors. Caden Montana with a second freebie coming up. Clock stopped here for now at 5:16. Left in the third. Second free throw is good on the roll. 6 in a row for Montana. 7 out of 8 from the line. He's got 9 points to lead the Buffaloes, who trail by 27, 46-19. Mortensen hounding Pierce Nelson in the backcourt. Pass knocked away out of bounds at half court. That's where Chasinghawk will throw in. And again, as Winter got a 30-point lead, even though it's back to 27 right now, clock will continue to run. Vollmer working on Montana, kicks it over. 3-ball, a little too strong. The miss for Zach Olson, but it's kept alive underneath by Nelson. Now out to Vollmer. He'll fire a 3 and hit. First one from distance for Blake Vollmer tonight. And the lead is back to 30 again, 49-19, 4.5, counting down in the third. Montana finds Zabe to the right. He'll try to split defenders. Somehow didn't travel. Loses. Actually, his shot attempt up, no good. Vollmer driving. He comes down with it. And they'll call travel. Vollmer went up with it. Got cut in front of by Brendan Bothwell. He got a hand on the ball, and Vollmer in midair caught it and came back down with it. That's a traveling violation. So the Buffaloes get a takeaway here. 5 turnovers for Winter tonight. 2 of them since halftime. 3:45 counting down. 49-19 our score. It's Weston Prince driving. And again, a lot of contact. A lot of traffic. Winter going after a loose ball. Can't run it down off of a wild miss by Prince. Stanley County is going to get to keep the possession, but there's only 10 on the shot clock. Personally, I think that ball actually touched the rim. Here's a lob looking for Zabe as Prince, but that's knocked away. Picked up on the backside by the 8th grader, Carter Craven, who has checked in. Stanley County will knock a pass away here near the corner. On the end of the Winter bench, Barfus will check back in. Craven is out for the Warriors. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. And as Bothwell checks out, our first look at Kelby Olson, a 5'9" sophomore for Stanley County. And an inadvertent buzzer. And they'll throw it in once again. So from the scorer's table, Chasinghawk will get it in. Now Zach Olson to set things up for Winter. Zach Olson for the Warriors on the floor. Kelby Olson for the Buffaloes out there as well. Here's Vollmer popping from the top of the key. Long rebound off the back of the rim. No good. Barfus keeps it alive. Got it to Vollmer. Gets it back. Now back down low to Bartles. He'll kick it up. Chasinghawk wants another one from long range. This one will not go. That's in and out. And the rebound is down to Noah Baldwin, who is in there for Stanley County. Pull up, 3, Montana, no good. That went a little too strong. And Bartles with another rebound. Winter quickly up the floor. A miss for Vollmer. Got his own rebound, and he puts it back up and in. So Blake Vollmer now with 9 points in the quarter. Doubling his first half output. He's got 18 to lead all scorers. Baldwin keeps one alive off of the entry pass inside, gets it out to Olson. Now to Weston Prince from the corner. And to Caden Montana. Prince on the top of the key, and he'll be fouled on the floor by Norman Chasinghawk. He'll pick up his first. Team foul number 4 for the Warriors. Bunch of people coming back in, including Sean Hammerbeck with 4 personal fouls as he replaces Ethan Bartles. Warriors lead by 32, 51-19. Plays out of bounds, but clock is still running with the mercy rule timing. Paxton Deal checks in, takes the inbound. He'll find Brendan Bothwell also back in, as is Cash Richardson. Bothwell on the top of the key. Hugh Bourne on the floor, too, for Stanley County. Feeding to Prince, who falls down, tries to keep it alive, and will have a held ball and stays with Stanley County here. 17 on the shot clock. Now 30 seconds on the continually running game clock here in the third quarter. The inbound from Prince to Bourne. Up top, Richardson penetrating. He'll kick out on a bounce pass. Deal fires a 3 up, no good. Winter down with a rebound to Chasinghawk. Up ahead, looking for a quick one here. Layup no good for Zach Olson as Bourne will run it down. Stanley County with a little bit of time. Got to push the issue. Half court now. Prince will fire from 30 feet, and it's up off the mark. No good. Our third period comes to an end on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Still Winter in command. They lead Stanley County 51-19. Scoreboard from Wagner Auto and Pierre, the one place to go. 60 seconds. We go to the fourth next. You're listening to high school basketball from Parkview Gym in Fort Pierre on 1060 KGFX, 103.1 FM, and drgnews.com.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Welcome back to Parkview as we go to the fourth quarter. Winter Warriors on the opening possession. Shot up on the right side. And the miss for Pierce Nelson, pulled down by Stanley County. 51-19, the scoring advantage for the Warriors in the third period, just 11-5. Once they hit a 30-point margin, obviously the clock has been running continually since. Scoring opportunities, a few less as Brock Zabe drives right side, runs into 2 defenders, and Chaz Blotsky will commit the foul on the floor. Blotsky will pick up just his first personal. Team foul number 5 for Winter. Stanley County, no fouls as of yet in the second half. But they trail by 32. Now Montana looking for 3 off of the inbound on the pass from Wyatt Mortensen. Mortensen off of the miss, battling for a rebound over the top of Zach Olson. But gets some of the body, and that is an over-the-back violation, as they say. First team foul for the Buffaloes, first personal for Wyatt Mortensen. Stanley County knew they'd be outmatched in this game, but they've had a lot of energy in this game. It's losing control offensively one too many times. Mortensen comes up with a loose ball. He'll get tied up, and it'll go to Stanley County on the alternating possession. So the Buffaloes will induce a takeaway. And Brett Gardner will send 4 fresh bodies onto the floor here. Carter Craven back in. He's joined by Landon Calhoun, a 5'9 sophomore, on for the first time tonight, along with Aiden Schroeder, another 5'9 sophomore. Buffaloes get it from Montana to Zabe. Back to Montana, top of the key. Now lob it into Nelson. Off the left block. Nowhere to go. He'll kick it out. Mortensen for three in the corner. And as Paxton Deal ends up on the floor, we may have a foul called on the block out here. And we'll see what Melby Kirky calls here. It's a foul on Schroeder. His first for Winter. That's their last to give. Here in the fourth quarter, 5:15 counting down. Trouble on the inbound, but Montana takes the lob pass on the left side, top of the key. And a fresh 35 here for the Buffaloes. Deal on the drive. More contact. And he'll go to the free throw line. Well, it's a work in progress, but if you haven't been following Stanley County basketball, understand, give them a couple of years. They really like what they've got coming up. Some very good, quick guards, and I think Paxton Deal, one of the guys that might lead that charge from the middle school classes. He has the first of two free throws up and good. Paxton, a 5'9 freshman, drops his fourth point of the night down. It's 51-20. But, of course, I like what I see from Caden Montana at the point guard spot as well. Second free throw is also good with the shooter's touch for Paxton Deal, as the lead is back to 30 for the Warriors. Clock stopped for the time being. 5 minutes left in this game. And another new player in Broden Duffy, a 5'7 sophomore. It's a Stanley County name, Duffy, but that's a Winter Warrior player in off the bench. Missed from three-point range by Schroeder. Bothwell with the rebound for the Buffaloes. They'll set it up with Montana to Zabe, looking to drive against Duffy. Back to Montana, firing three. Online, but a little bit strong. No good. Ryder Halligan has the rebound this time. Still going. Zabe will block the shot. Does Halligan a little bit out of control? The Buffaloes have numbers here. Montana will drive. He'll kiss it off the glass, and it's good for two. Two Warriors, including Halligan, who was frustrated after getting his layup blocked, stayed in the Winter business end of the court. Zabe going for a steal, but will lose it out of bounds. Halfway through our fourth quarter, 51-23, Winter in the lead. They'll inbound from the near side is Calhoun. Look to get it in. He finds Aiden Schroeder. Norman Chasing Hawk. Broden Duffy are in there. Noah Best, a big 6'2 junior. Big body in there for the first time tonight. Chasing Hawk drives. He'll kick out from underneath. Looking for three. It's up no good. Chasing Hawk with a rebound, and he'll put an 18-footer back up and in. That one off the miss from long range, I believe. Shot was put up by Landon Calhoun. 53-23, Winter by 30 again, and we've got an offensive foul, I believe, called away from the basketball, and Noah Baldwin is the one in disbelief. Trying to clear space. So it'll go back to Winter. Turnover number 21 for Stanley County. Half of those came in the second quarter. Max Foth is going to bring out Baldwin as well as Brock Zabe. And Montana checking out as well. Now on the floor with Weston Prince, Brendan Bothwell, Paxton Deal, Q Bourne, and Cash Richardson. Winter broke the press. There's Carter Craven getting it back to Zach Olson in the lane. Little hang time and good touch. Shot is up and in. Zach Olson scores his first basket of the night. 55-23. Winter again by 32. That's been their biggest lead. They've had a few of those now at 32 points. Here's Bothwell. Pass tip, but it gets to Bourne. Now up top once again in Weston Prince. Trying to back his way in. Into a double team. Bourne off the glass, foul. Shot wouldn't go as a little strong, but again, the Buffaloes moving the basketball. into scoring position, so to speak. Q Bourne to go to the free throw line, and foul is called on Chaz Blotsky, his second. He's the only starter out there right now for Winter. Bourne with a couple of opportunities from freebie land, but the first one rims in and out, no good. Blotsky will check out. Ryder Halligan back in there, still with 4 fouls. Clock stopped for now at 1:15 to play. Bourne, second free throw, high arcing shot, but it rims in and out, no good. He'll miss them both. Craven down with a Winter rebound. On the move, Olsen out to Chasing Hawk. He'll fire a 3 and burn it down. Norman Chasing Hawk, good shooting stroke. He's got 8 points, 2 from long range, and an 18-foot perimeter shot as well. 58-23. Bourne, turnaround left-handed jump hook, will not fall, and Craven will pull in another one down. Foul called on the floor this time. This one on the Buffaloes, giving 5 more people, maybe 6 or 7. Another opportunity to get some more time in here. Both teams need to still get in game shape. It's only game number 3 for the Buffaloes, only game number 2 for Winter, and they haven't played in 3 whole weeks. And we still... Nope, it was an inadvertent whistle by the official. He said that should have been a 1-and-1, but it's Winter who has too many fouls. Stanley County only with 3. The last one put up in the name and number of Paxton Deal. We hit the final minute of quarter number 4, 58-23. Winter will improve to 2-0 on the season. The Buffaloes will drop their second straight and fall to 1-2. Three-pointer from the left wing up, no good. Cash Richardson wins the race to the rebound. That miss from Landon Calhoun. Weston Prince will get it to Deal, driving with the pink shoes to the left side. Loose basketball. Number 31 on the floor for the Buffaloes, but I don't have a 31 on my stat sheet, unfortunately. Loose basketball, actually held ball, and it stays with the Buffs. Prince will inbound. Gets it to Riley Runge. Inside, the aforementioned number 31, putting it up and in. The assist from Runge. That'll do it, though. 6-5, 4-3-2-1. Winter will run out the string, and they'll win their second straight, although their first one in a while. Final score on the Wegner Auto scoreboard, it's the Warriors 58, the Stanley County Buffaloes 25. Winter completes the girls and boys double-header sweep with 2 convincing wins here tonight at Parkview Gym. Scoreboard sponsored by Wegner Auto Company in Pierce, South Dakota's oldest family-owned auto dealer. And we'll head into our postgame coming up. Postgame from Family Dental with offices in Pierre and Gettysburg starting in 2 minutes. And you're listening to Regional High School basketball on 1060 KGFX and drgnews.com.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
Back at Parkview Gym as Winter runs off a 58-25 victory over the Stanley County Buffaloes in this one. A lot of action in that first quarter. It looked like Stanley County might be able to hang with this highly touted Warrior squad here in Class A. As it was an 18-10 ball game at that point, but the Buffaloes went cold, and the Winter defense had a lot to do with that in that second quarter. Just 4 free throws in the second period put up against by Stanley County against 22 points down for Winter. They blew it open, and it was 40-14 at halftime. Clock ran early, continually as of early in the third quarter. Once Winter got a 30-point lead, they outscore the Buffaloes 11-5 in the third, and then add to that a 7-6 advantage in the fourth. So a lot of continually running clock for both of our games of the doubleheader here. Girls game was won by Winter by the score of 52-15, and the Winter boys win this second half of the doubleheader as well, 58-25. Warriors will hit on 8 of 17 shots in the second half, a total of 26 out of 50 in the ball game. 5 of 19 overall from long range, still only 1 of 5 from free throw range, but no free throw attempts in that second half. They didn't need them. They get 18 points from Blake Vollmer to lead the way, 9 of those coming in the third quarter. Sean Hammerbeck with a solid 14 in the middle for the big guy. Norman Chasinghawk off the bench, next in line with 8, including a couple of long ones. Aiden Barfus with 7 points. All of those came in the second period. And then 2 points apiece for Chaz Blotsky in the starting lineup, also for Ryder Halligan and Zach Olson off the bench for the Winter Warriors. May not have mentioned 5 points for Ethan Bartles in this one tonight as well. For the Buffaloes, just 3 of 12 on the floor in the second half after 3 of 13 in the first half, 6 of 25 on the game. I can even do that kind of math at 24% in the ball game, 3 of 18 from outside the arc. They do get a better than 50% effort from the free throw line, 11 out of 18 overall. Caden Montana, in fact, was 7 of 8 himself from the stripe tonight. He'll lead the Buffs with 11 points, 6 points from Brock Zabe. In fact, all of those came in the first quarter. Paxton Deal with 5 points, 2 points down for Noah Baldwin, and 1 point for Wyatt Mortensen. All the Buffaloes are able to muster tonight as they fall by 33. Pretty even in the rebounding battle, 21-20 the advantage to the Warriors, 7-2 though on the offensive end. Winter out rebounds the Buffaloes, and again, turnovers a big part of the story. 21 for Stanley County, 10 of those in the second quarter compared to just 6 all game long for the Winter Warriors. Winter out dishes the assists, if you will, 12-3 in the advantage there. So the Warriors improved to 2-0 on the season with a 58-25 win over the now 1-2 Stanley County Buffaloes. Let's take another 2-minute timeout. We're back with the player of the game announcements, and we'll take a look at other scores and look at upcoming action still to come in our Family Dental postgame. Family Dental with offices in Pierre and Gettysburg. The Warriors sweep the Buffaloes tonight on KGFX.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Back at Parkview Gym, good to have you joining us here for high school basketball tonight, and hopefully high school basketball will become more of the norm rather than games that get postponed and major weather events. We might have another weather event coming up Sunday night, Monday. Who knows? Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we'll be able to play a lot of basketball coming up in the week ahead and in the weeks still to come here. But tonight they get a game in for both teams. And I think especially for Winter, they needed some games here. Their first game in 3 weeks. And both girls and boys come up with easy victories against their Stanley County opponents tonight. 58-25 here in the boys' game. Time to talk about players of the game. Player of the game sponsored by Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. And for Stanley County, good-looking game for Caden Montana. He played very active tonight, 11 points. A lot of Buffaloes played very active games here in this one this evening. Brock Zabe got off to a good start with 6 points, but Winter shut him down the rest of the way. Paxton Deal with a good active game off the bench as well. And meanwhile, for Winter, you're looking at things on the winning side. I like what I see from Norman Chasing Hawks shooting the basketball off the bench with 8 points. Of course, Sean Hammerbeck is going to be a load for anybody that plays this team throughout the season. Big 6'7" sophomore finishes with 14 points. Certainly some defensive presence and a lot of high percentage shots that he'll make all season long as well. That was the case for him tonight. But best player on the floor, I think, Blake Vollmer, the 6'3" senior, finishes with him high 18 points. He had a number of rebounds in this game and also dishing out assists. Certainly a good all-around player. Blake Vollmer is going to be our Bauman Lumber player of the game, sponsored by Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. So the Winter Warriors once again with a 58-25 advantage as they get set to host the Sully Buttes Chargers in a boys-only contest on Saturday afternoon at 1:30. Yes, we wish those teams best of luck the rest of the way. Winter will host Chamberlain as well on Tuesday. They've got a matchup with the Custer Wildcats at the Sacred Hoops Classic next Saturday in Mitchell at the Corn Palace. And again, look for Winter basketball on River 92.7 when they come to Riggs High Gym to take on the Pierre Governors in Class AA on Tuesday, January 10th. Our next broadcast featuring the Winter Warrior boys, at least. Stanley County, meanwhile, along with the girls, a doubleheader at Harriet Selby tomorrow. No call on that one due to our coverage of Governor girls basketball. But meanwhile, the Buffaloes will host Highmore Herald in a girls and boys doubleheader on Tuesday. That'll be here on KGFX. And both teams go to McLaughlin Thursday of next week. And while the Buffalo girls play Aberdeen Christian in Redfield next Saturday, both teams will get a rescheduled doubleheader at Phillip on Monday night, January 9th. And again, look for the Buffalo boys among the 8-team Jones County Invitational, once again to be heard and followed in its entirety on our sister station, KPLO-FM, with Darren Boyle. And our next coverage of basketball is tomorrow night. Governor Girls at Riggs High Gym will host Spearfish tomorrow night with a 6:30 pregame, and then a 12:30 pregame. In fact, on Saturday afternoon, New Year's Eve, when they host the Sturgis Scoopers. Spearfish tomorrow, Sturgis on Saturday afternoon. Governor Boys will be on the FM side, River 92.7 out in the Northern Hills. Spearfish tomorrow night, Sturgis on Saturday afternoon. David Burrow will put together some scores, and you can look at all of the scoreboard tomorrow at drgnews.com. A couple of scores we can give you. Darren Boyle following a couple of area girls teams at the Huron Classic, and it was Howard defeating Lyman earlier tonight or this afternoon, 54-31. But right now, in the third quarter on KPLO, Jones County has a sizable lead against Coleman Egan by the score of 40-18, under 2 minutes to play left in the third. So feel free to tune over to 94.5 or 100.5 FM and catch the rest of that one as well on DRG Media Group's KPLO FM. Big thanks to Brian Manning for running the show through live ticket video streaming, which you can follow these and watch them again in their entirety on demand on the KGFX page of drgnews.com. And for Haley Hansen in studio, and for David Burrow on vacation, I'm Brian Oakland. Your final scores tonight as a doubleheader sweep handed out by the Winter Warriors over the Stanley County Buffaloes. The girls' game on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, winner wins at 52-15. Winner wins the boys' game as well, 58-25. Wagner Auto with the scoreboard, the one place to go. Our coverage of Stanley County Buffalo boys basketball action has been brought to you in part by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who once again reminds us to think twice and slow down in case of ice. That's a reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Buffalo basketball sponsored by Yesway Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre, by Avera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, and Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre, by Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Pierre Regional Airport, and Access Health in Fort Pierre, by Edgewood Healthcare, Verding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Insurance and Real Estate in Pierre as well. And the games are brought to you within the broadcast on KGFX by the Pottsville State Farm Insurance Agency in Pierre, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, Lynn's Dakota Mart of Fort Pierre, Agtegra, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto in Pierre, the one place to go. Once again, the doubleheader sweep for the Winter Warriors. Our thanks to Brian and to Haley, and for you for joining us as well. I'm Brian Oakland, DRG Media Group Sports. Good night, everybody.